8 years old, a man in a car smiled at me. I waved back.
12 years old. When can I see your boobs?
8 years old.
Look at her boobs.
We had none.
11. 16.
Mini skirts.
The first time I wore a mini skirt, a man in a car honked at me when I walked by, but I knew I didn't do anything wrong.
My dad wouldn't give me a ride to school unless I changed my outfit, so I started walking.
15 years old, I walked out of the library and a man in a van spat.
Hey, sexy mommy.
I was carrying the book Beloved and I could feel his slimy words dripping off the pages all the way home.
13 years old, couch tour. 18-year-olds asked my friend and I if we were of age, and we felt important. They offered us rupees.
4 years old,
Come into my bed, Sophie.
the stepbrother.
14 years old, red lips surrounded by dark curly hair, told me that having sex with him was not statutory rape if I said yes. He was 18. 11 years old, a man in a car honked. I felt sexy.
13 years old,
He showed everyone that picture you sent him.
15 years old. My then boyfriend told me I was easy after he took my virginity and said I shouldn't have sex with anyone but him after we broke up. He cheated on me 1, 2, 3 times.
The first person I had sex with a sharp jawline but even stronger coercion skills. Every time I said yes because I knew you'd whine and beg until I did.
You taught me that it was my job to please you.
13 years old.
16 years old.
Old men.
While we laughed and ate at the park, they would stare at us with hungry eyes like we were putting on a show for them.
Coffee shop. I felt bad for the old man sitting alone until my friend told me he was staring at our asses. His eyes grew more beady each time I glanced back at him.
16 years old, he called me a whore twice after I politely rejected his offers to go to his apartment late on a Tuesday. I told him he's too old for me. He told me it didn't matter.
13 years old, my ex-boyfriend wearing pants that were too big and a shirt that was too small. He kept asking even after I said no.
14 years old, I told him I've never done that before. He was 17.
I thought I loved him.
You should take your clothes off.
I was wearing my best friend's shirt.
Are you sure you don't want to suck it?
I don't want to.
He put me on all fours and didn't let me take a breath until he filled me with a disgusting paste I had never tasted before.
We were at school, and when my dad picked me up, there was dust on my knees, and he broke up with me 2 weeks later. When my friends found out, they were disappointed in me.
I thought he loved me.
15 years old, my childhood best friend, broad shoulders and contoured arms, 2, 4, 6 shots, no dinner.
You're going to like this.
I started to black out, but you weren't even tipsy.
13 years old,
You're a bitch, just like your mom.
my father.
15 years old,
You're a whore.
my ex-boyfriend. 14 years old, I was a freshman, he was a junior. His dick rubbed my ass as I tried to sleep.
16 years old, I told him it hurt, but I guess his orgasm was
More
more important.
15 years old, you helped me do the dishes and thought you had earned my throat. Afterwards, I had to meet your grandfather. He told me he was so grateful that you had a friend like me, but I have never heard the term friend more misused in my life, and now every time someone plays with my hair, I have to feel your dry, calloused hands.
14 years old, pinned against a movie theater seat with a sticky tongue dragging along the inside of my mouth. His grip on my neck was so tight that I couldn't pull away. I told him I had my period so he'd stop touching my legs and my crotch, but he didn't listen. I found a popcorn flake in my braces a week later.
16, I helped him with physics homework and then we ate candy, but when his lips bruised my neck so badly that I told him to stop, they only seemed to grasp on tighter. I had to wear it to school for a week as people commented with half-amused, half-shaming looks. You thought you could put me on a leash, but you see, I was not the bitch here. I was not yours to take.
I was not your hydrant to piss on.
3 years old, I was wearing a nightgown dragging my baby blanket when he pulled away my Fruit of the Loom underwear that read Wednesday on the elastic, but it was Saturday because my parents were gone on a date and I was home alone with this boy who was touching me in a foreign place with a pattern I still remember.